We were walking down Main Street, and I was lucky enough to run into Seth Bunting, who is director and producer of a new travel documentary series called Footprints. How are you, Seth?
I'm doing fantastic.
How has your Sundance experience been so far?
Well, this is a new experience for me. It's my first time here. It's really, really special. I would call myself a baby to the film industry. I'm young. It's new, and so to be in an environment like this is really powerful, and it's really inspirational to see all this. It's magical. The energy here is absolutely magical. One of the first things that I stepped foot into was a lab about storytelling. All right, and I think that being within the age that we are and the way that we're able to shoot film now through these smaller devices, these small SLRs and from phones and GoPros and stuff, right? The ability to tell a story is what's really impacting how people put media out into the world. And so I guess the storytelling aspect and learning about that through people that have really, delivered unbelievable stories into this world. It's always a constant learning process, and so here for me it's a lot about listening and a lot about learning and giving a platform to actually listen and hear people talk. So
it's so important here at Sundance to have the innovations and the learning here at Sundance, and it's so wonderful. They like having young filmmakers like you come and learn so much about it.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about Footprints. What is it all about?
So Footprints, like you said, is a travel documentary series. We filmed the pilot over in South Africa, and we're trying to figure out where it's going to go. We have a really, really beautiful message that we want to share. We believe that we're stepping into a beautiful awakening process within this planet, and within that, you can't look at somebody and say, I have this information and you need to take it. Wake up. You can't shove information down people's throats. You have to really all you can do is give them a message and a platform in which they can start to create their life in a powerful way. And so we want to be on the forefront of those messages and that storytelling to say, okay, this is what you can create in life, and it can be very powerful and it can be very fun and you can impact the planet. And once people really have that information, it's incredible to see. So our three main goals are to inspire, which through travel documentary series, it's I think pretty easy. Like, people see that you're running around and it's beautiful, right? They want to go travel, but a lot of people go, well, I don't know how to do that. I couldn't do that. We were always getting messages of, your life is incredible. What is this? And I wish I could do that. And I said, why do you wish? Why don't you do? So we realized, though, that we had to start to educate, right? So to inspire, to educate, and really give them the information to start doing that. And then the last phase of what we're doing is to really connect them on how to do that. So looking at, people are awesome here. So good. But looking at how people are able to connect to traveling, right? And they see, these people are doing this. How do I do that? Well, we're going to give them a platform in which to start to travel and live life in a different way. So the documentary series is a little glitter and a little fun on what's a bigger project and a bigger concept, which is to really shift the way that we travel and we interact with different cultures around the world.
I love this idea. There's so many people that are a little afraid to travel, especially to places like South Africa and other places. So this is a great idea. Do you have a pilot lined up on any channels, on any?
So this is one of the things that has been really tough and a learning process for me. Being new to this, I picked up a camera for fun 4 or 5 years ago. And I started shooting and I filmed very heavily in the electronic music scene, but I was giving out these videos and these stories to the people, and they already had these platforms on which to put them out on. So now that I'm coming out with my own content and our own content, we are still in that learning process of where does it go? How do you not get your message skewed? Because within a deep message, seeing it go to places like TV, and no offense to TV producers or anything like that, but it is scary to see your message get altered. And when you have a beautiful message, you want it to stay put. You want it to be there. So we're in the process of really finding what that platform is. I think with where web media is going, I think that's what we really want to stick to is platforms like Netflix or Amazon, Hulu. That really, they have this amazing audience and they're searching for all this these new contents, right? And yeah, so it is, like I said, it's a learning process for me, just to be able to share with you and share with you the experiences that we're having and what we're learning is, that's all we can really ever ask for. And we're firm believers in, what what is supposed to happen in your life will happen.
Oh, I agree, 100%. I love that you're thinking of Netflix, Amazon, because those are the next thing.
Yeah.
There's so many great programs on those channels that I think it would be perfect.
Yeah.
So what inspired you to do a project like this?
Well, you know, when you're looking at life, like I said, I filmed in the electronic music scene, and I have been still a little bit, but I'm looking around these atmospheres, and I don't want to use the word debaucherous, but they're fun and they're playful, but what I was looking around, I'm like, what are we giving back? Like, we have this ability to tell stories. How are we really impacting the planet? So I looked at my best friends and I'm like, okay, well, what do we want to do with our lives? Well, I want to be with the people I love, my best friends. I want to travel the world. I want to make an impact on the world. So let's use what we've been given and this ability to tell stories and really start to do that in a powerful way.
Thank you so much. I hope Footprints goes so well. Make sure and check out Footprints when it comes out. Hopefully it will come out soon.
Yeah.
It's going to be an amazing documentary. Thank you again.
Absolutely.
Bye, guys.